Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing? I'm doing good. It's been a week. We're back at it again. Let me just change the screen here. Boom! Here we are. We're back. We're playing Civ 6 again. We're playing as Cleopatra, as the mighty civilization of Egypt. That's right. So, last time we played... Oh no! I've been muted. Oh wait, no, I unmuted myself. We're good. Hello. Alright. So let's see, what were we doing last time? Last time we had just gambled on a gamble. We built the Edamanaki. It kind of took us most of our beginning of the game, but I think it's going to pay off. So usually when you play as Cleopatra, you've got this stuff to trying to help you start in the early game with the trade routes and everything. I decided to skip that and just go all in on one big wonder. We'll see if it pays off. Now's the time we get to see if that's actually if the gamble paid off, or if we've just absolutely handicapped ourselves for the rest of the game. We shall see. What were we even doing? I think we had just built it when we logged off last time. Yeah, that's right. And we wanted to be friends with a couple of these city-states. So we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot on our plate today. Oh yeah, another thing I was gonna do. I was gonna turn the music back on. Maybe just a little bit. I can't even hear it. That's fine. Okay. So let's get our bearings here. We've got a very small military at the moment. We've got one warrior who's over here, just keeping these barbarians from doing anything. And then we've also got a scout, and I think that's it. I think that is our entire military. We really did just dump everything into building this guy, this wonder. That's fine. We can start. We can start working on actually getting our civilization up and running now. So let's see. We've got these special Chariot Archers we can build as Egypt. They are super fast. I think they're a little stronger than regular archers. Yes. They are 35 range strength instead of... What is an archer, even? I can't even remember. It's been so long since I've played this game. Alright. Regular archers have a range strength of 25. Yeah, so they're stronger and they're very fast. Let's see. We definitely want to get our traders up and running. They're like buffed as Egypt, so that's gonna be important. What else? We definitely need to get our settlers out. We have one city, and I feel like all of our competitors up here. We have Brazil to our north. We have to our northwest. We have Georgia, and to the far east is Scotland. And they have. It looks like they all have at least 3 cities. So we gotta catch up. We gotta catch up. All right. First things first. Let's start building. Let's start building our second settler. This needs to happen like 20 turns ago, but we're doing it now. This scout, I don't remember why they're hurt, but we'll just heal them up in our capital. And for these warriors over here, we're going to try and get rid of these... What is this clan? The Stoneface clan. We're gonna try and wipe them out before our settler gets over here. We have some time before that happens, like 8 turns before it's even built, so we can spend some more time just raiding this clan for money, for fun and profit. Right. So we got 3 era score for building that wonder. That's excellent. We're already... How many points in? Oh, I did not mean to do that. That's fine. That's fine. We didn't need to do anything else that turn anyway. Alright, let's raid the Stoneface clan for 60 gold. And then maybe we can even buy ourselves a trader. No, not quite yet. 285 for a trader at this speed. We are 2 gold shy. I bet we could get 2 gold by trading something to Scotland. Let's see. I bet if we give Scotland open borders, they'll give us some money. Not a lot, but they will give us some. There you go. 10 flat gold. And I don't even think they've sent any units over here, so I'm not worried about them being able to walk through my borders. Okay, we've got that extra gold, so now we can definitely buy this. Our first trader. It's 2150 BC. Not the greatest, but we've got it up and running. It would have been nice to get it during the ancient era, but I'll settle for classical era. Okay, so Stoneface has already pumped out another warrior, but luckily they're staying in their barbarian encampment. So I can literally just camp out here again, and they can't do anything. Oh gosh, what did we figure out last time? We figured out that there are actually different types of clans for each type of... that doesn't really make sense. We figured out that there are different sects of barbarian clans in the clans mode. Let's see what we say. So if we look, types of clans, here we go. We've got melee, cavalry, and naval, and this one seems to be, what, a melee tribe? I think they said it was Hills. So the Hills clan favors melee and anti-cavalry units. So I don't think they're going to be pumping out any boats or anything, even though they're on the coast, which is nice. I'm not even sure they could. I don't actually understand how it works in this case. We've got a barbarian encampment here that's completely surrounded by cliffs on the ocean and mountains, I guess. There's literally only one tile they can come out with. I'm not sure if they can actually put water units outside of their encampment because of all these cliffs. I don't know if that works or not. That's actually just something I'm completely ignorant of. I don't even know how to go about looking that up. Anyway, our scout is healed. We can send them off if we want to. I think we should probably go take a look at Scotland, see what we're working with over there. So yeah, off you go. As soon as this scout gets another promotion, we can name them. Same with the warrior, we can name them in one promotion. I think it's kind of silly that Civ 6 makes you it only lets you rename like higher powered units. I think that's kind of silly. Why not just let the player name everything they want, right? Like, isn't that part of the fun of these games? Okay, so let's see, where do we want to send our first trade route? We are friendly with Scotland, but they also happen to be kind of the furthest away. Farther away also means less problems, though. I don't see any barbs in this region either. I don't think we're going to have any barbarian problems at all, actually, with our trade route. That'll be nice. Does anybody want a trade route? Well, Nalanda wants a trade route. The city-state will give us an envoy if we send them a trade route. And that'll get us one closer to being their suzerain, which is great because we definitely want to build the Mahaviharas that Nalanda provides. They give us lots of science, they give us housing, they give us science for adjacent campus districts to them as well. And that's going to work out great because, as you can see, since we built the Anunnaki, we have lots of science tiles in our empire now. So we can just keep building on those. Fun! Fun, fun, fun. The problem with sending our one trade route down there, though, is that we actually get buffs as Egypt for sending them to full-on civs. No, never mind. It would appear that we're also getting the same gold buff from sending them to city-states, so I might just do that. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to send it to Nalanda, we're going to get one science a turn from that, and then only one envoy left to be their suzerain. Which should be pretty simple. It's probably going to be easy. And we got a Eureka for discovering a trade, or building a trade route rather. So currency is now going to take us even less time. We were already researching it, so I feel like we planned that out. It worked out nicely. Excellent. You wanted me to send my trade route to Scotland. Well, we're going to get another trade route capacity soon. We will send our next trade route to Scotland most likely, because we do want to be friends with at least one person on this continent. Now the question is, do we want to forward settle our settler that we're working on for our city, or do we want to send it down here to the Eye of Sahara? My instinct is to forward settle, always. But I'm not playing on that high a difficulty, so it shouldn't be too bad. Didn't have the buff. I realized that it did have the buff, actually. It doesn't matter if you send it to a city-state or a full-on civ, you still get the Mediterranean's Bride bonus, which is nice. They might even get the +2 food, I'm not sure. Yeah, you would. The thing about this particular wonder, though, is that it's in a desert, and if I want to put a city down here, I have to be able to actually work the desert tiles, and we don't really have much to work the desert tiles yet. You could try putting a city down here on the coast as well, but again, I feel like it has the same kind of problem. Do we even have sailing yet? I don't think we do. We do not. Try to get the pyramids. I could probably try and get the pyramids. I'm not sure how useful they'd actually be for us. Definitely want to start building our sphinxes soon too. Alright, let's see. Let's look up the pyramids. Let's see. Oops. Pyramids. They give you the +2 culture, and then you get plus 1,000 tourism from rock concerts? Is that new? No. That's for all of these. Okay, never mind. Grants a free builder. All builders can build 1 extra improvement. It could help. They could definitely help when we've got, like, our new cities coming. It might be worth it. It might be worth it. And where do you even unlock the pyramids? Is it culture? I think it's a culture thing. No. Where the hell are the pyramids? Masonry. Okay. We need masonry for pyramids. There they are. Well, they are a tier 2 ancient wonder, so it's possible. The thing I worry about is I need to be building lots of infrastructure stuff right now, and I'm not sure that we actually can spend all that time working on another wonder just out of the first one. So we might have to skip the pyramids and go straight to Petra, which is kind of what I'm thinking. The desert doesn't actually make the tiles any better. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what we have to focus on now since we started with such bad tiles. Bad tiles. Yes, I know Petra uses the desert, but that's what I'm saying. I want the desert tiles to actually be better, and the pyramids do not make the tiles better. Okay. Let's zoom out for a second and take a look. If we put our first city here, we have immediate access to food and production and culture and gold from the Piopatahi. The downsides to putting a city here is that, again, like I said, I don't have sailing yet, so I would need to make use of sailing. And they'd also be closer to 2 civs who are unfriendly with me. But Georgia is the weakest civ in the entire game, and Pedro doesn't have much of a military, so I'm not really too concerned. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to send my first settler there. Okay, more bonuses. We got an arrow point from getting our currency Eureka. That's excellent. City-state quest completed. Right. Governor Liang is now working in Zykius. And I think that's everything that happened that turn. Next! Alright. Scout continues to move to the east. We have the Stoneface Scout finally found our city, but that's... who cares? They can't actually get back to their barbarian camp. We're just going to keep hammering away at the Stoneface here until they're gone. Alright, so now we just watch and wait, I guess. We're just waiting around for our stuff to finally build. More waiting. I feel like that was our entire ancient era, was waiting for that Edmonanke to be built. And now we're back to waiting again. Oh. I just realized that our trader is going to be kind of at the mercy of this barbarian scout. So let's move him back. Heal you up over here on the coast. And it's 4 turns until we get our next settler out. Oof! Cannot believe it is turn 80 almost and we still don't have a second city. But it's like I said, we gambled on a gamble. The first gamble paid off. We got the Edmonanke built. Now we'll see if the gamble of spending all of that time making the wonder is worth it. Okay, Pedro wants to do an open borders. I feel like I want Pedro to be on better terms with us, so we're going to go ahead and say yes. He's going to give us 24 flat gold on top of that as well, just because. Sounds good to me. Okay, and our scout has taken care of that Stoneface scout. No longer a problem. I really would like to research sailing soon. It's going to be important for when we settle that city. Do we have anything important after currency? I know we're going towards mathematics, but that's going to take 24 turns. We may as well spend the 3 to get sailing after we're done with currency. Alright, next. Man, I love watching these little traders build their roads through the desert. It's great. Alright. Go ahead and take a stab at these guys again. And I should be able to get rid of them next turn. And that'll be nice. It'll be nice and prepped for our city to be built. Yeah, this scout, it's the story of its life. We're always saying we need it to explore, and then it just ends up sticking by our home city to keep us safe. Alright, we have officially discovered our first classical era technology.
Money, if it does not bring you happiness, will at least help you be miserable in comfort.
So, with currency, we can now put down our commercial hubs. Not sure how quickly we'll be doing that, but we can build them. We can build industries now, which is great. They give you +1 great merchant points. Also fun. So, let's see. We've got our first settler, finally. We're immediately going to send it over here. So, to the coast. You get rid of these barbarians. Next, we're going to build... We want to finally start building our commercial hubs and campuses and things. Or do we want to just go straight into our second settler? It would be wise to build a military as well. We're missing a granary and a watermill. Both of those things would be very helpful. Well, we're making 13 gold per turn, which is not the worst. So soon we will be able to afford some of the cheaper things. Granary is about 400 gold. Watermill is about 500. All right. I think I know what we want to do. I think, for now... Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. We just got forward settled. We waited slightly too long, and now Brazil has settled a city on the Nile River. I knew that was going to happen, too. I knew that was going to happen. All right, well, building the settler is now off the table. We're going to have to start building some units. We can't let Brazil just plop that city down. Within how many tiles of our capital? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles? Yeah, I don't think so. So, Brazil, we were going to be friendly with you, but now I'm afraid we're going to have to go to war with you to just get that city out of here. Nobody wants that. Alright, let's see. Where's our grievance log? No grievances for either of us. We're unfriendly. Scotland will probably be mad with us for if we do end up going to war with him, since he doesn't like people who go to war with their neighbors, and Pedro is definitely our next door neighbor. But maybe we can befriend Scotland before that happens, and then they won't be able to do anything about it. Okay, yeah, we're friends with Scotland now. That's great. So they can't really do much against us if we do decide to go to war with Brazil. Which we probably will, because look at this. I don't think so, Brazil. I don't think so. How rude. But, I mean, it goes with the territory. The style that we were playing was very risky, and that is definitely one of the risks that we were considering. Alright, off to the east you go, Scout, finally. Oh, jeez. What are we even going to do with you now? I guess we're going to have to just settle you down here on the river like we said we were going to do before. Okay. Okay. Disperse this clan, please. The danger on the doorstep of Zychius has been defeated. Out you go. Man, we probably should have left that there. We could have let it be a little thorn in Brazil's side for a while. That's okay. Ah, oh, man, it's all coming undone. It's all coming undone.
It
all our hard work.
Life ashore is distasteful to me, but life at sea is better.
All right, we got sailing. Fat lot of good it'll do us now. I say we just go straight for mathematics. Let's get Petra built. Let's make sure that at least one of the cities down here will be a powerhouse. Alright, Brazil's military is starting to get a little more powerful. That's fine. Ours will be very powerful soon. Soon. Not yet, but soon. Okay, now he's actually taking tiles from my capital city. That is bold. That is bold. It's cute that he thinks that he can get away with that. Alright, let's try and get some open borders from Scotland. We'll give them that 10 gold back. Cool. So now I can go look and take a peek at what Scotland's doing. Next. I suppose I should have been expecting that. Last session, we actually were keeping a unit up on the Nile River to make sure that that didn't happen, but we pulled it away to deal with those barbarians that showed up. Alright, so now we've got our settler in the spot that we wanted. I think this is going to still be our best bet. I think we want to put our city here. It's on the river. It does access to wine, gypsum, sheep, some trees, hills. Yeah, I'll put it there. Okay. We're going to name our second city... Agnomen. It's not a very Egyptian name, but it'll do. So, first thing to build in Agnomen is going to be... Oh, jeez. Well, we're immediately taking advantage of the Edamanaki bonus, and the desert floodplains are already 2 food, 2 production, so that's great. I think... Do we want to go for our monument immediately? Is there anywhere that can give us campus bonuses? No. Holy site bonuses? Yes, but we don't really need that. We're not making a religion. Commercial hub bonuses would both get rid of the tile bonuses. So it looks like we're not going to be building a district anytime soon here. Let's build... Do we want another warrior? Is that even worth it building it this late into the game? Well, we need at least one. We have one, but we do need at least one so that we can move into Sao Paulo when we take it. That is so annoying, man. That is so annoying that you put it there. I cannot believe the AI would think that was a good idea. Anyway, we're getting distracted. How much gold would what be? I think for now we just want to focus on infrastructure. So, monument. To purchase the warrior? We don't want to purchase it. We want to build something. We need to build something. We haven't built anything in Agnomen yet. So I think... Yeah, warriors are 240 gold on this speed. Chariot Archers are 540. Everything is way too expensive for us right now to even think about buying. So, let's just build a monument. If something more pressing comes up, we can change that. But for now, that's probably fine. Alright. Moving through Scotland. Alright, so Scotland has like 5 cities, it looks like. Not great. Let's look at the score. Let's see how everyone's doing. Pedro's in first. Not for long. Tamar's in second place. That's surprising. Well, maybe we'll get strong enough in the medieval era and we'll be able to just roll over them and take all of that. That would be nice. But first things first, we need to actually survive the classical era. Oh, we're settling too close to Scotland, huh? Deal with it, I guess. I don't think diplomatic favor is going to be especially useful at this point. And I'm definitely going to be building more cities, so yeah, you're just going to have to deal with it, Robert. You're just going to have to deal with it. Good thing we just declared friends like a turn ago. Haha, sucker. Alright. I think I'm going to bring this warrior back to our lands to heal up for now. Scout will continue just looking around. Let's see. Scotland looks like got a lot of jade. Do we have jade? We have 1 jade, and then there's another one up here. I don't know if we can get to it. So as far as monopolies go, I think Scotland's probably going to have jade pretty soon, if they don't have it already. And Brazil, do they have a monopoly on anything? They've got some wine. 2. That's it. Okay. Honestly, I don't think going to war with Pedro is going to be too difficult. We had a major flood. We actually really like these, because as Egypt, floods do not damage us at all, but they still give us all the bonuses. Did we actually get anything? We got 4 fertilized tiles from that flood. Excellent. Oh my gosh. The city tile for our capital just got way better. Okay, and Agnomen is going to get boosted significantly thanks to that. That's fun. That's great. It's interesting how the capital of Egypt, the Nile, is no longer the river that's flooding. It's always the Rosetta. Anyway. Nothing really exciting happening right now. We're just kind of waiting. Waiting. That's kind of the name of the game when you play this on epic speed, though. Is you have to wait around a lot in the early game. I honestly would still rather take the epic speed that's standard. It just feels like, especially with Civ 6, if you're playing on too quick a speed, you just can't really move your units. Civ 6 is a lot harder to move your units than Civ 5. It takes them a lot longer anyway. So I prefer playing on epic. Later on, when we're in like the Renaissance or the Industrial era, you'll see what I mean. When we have to move like, excuse me, 30 tiles halfway across the map. Alright, we are finally starting to hit amenity problems.
Begins with a strong, well-educated workforce.
If anyone was watching last time, they will remember that we actually traded our only luxury away for money. I can't remember. Something was very important that we needed to buy, and our population was so low that trading away our only luxury did not affect us negatively at all. Now we have state workforce, so we can put another governor point down if we want. I don't see any reason not to go straight to political philosophy as a rule. That's generally what I tend to do. Yes. Okay. And now we can promote Liang to zoning commissioner, which means that we will have plus 20% production towards districts in our capital while she's there, which is great because if you look at our Egypt bonuses, Iteru gives us another 15% production on top of that, which stacks, as long as we're building that district next to a river. And we have lots of rivers. So after this Chariot Archer, I think we might finally be able to build a district. We've been waiting. Wow. I'm not sure I've ever played a game of Civ 6 where I've been this far behind this late into the game. At least on this speed. So that'll be fun to see. Fun to see how this shakes out come the mid-game. Okay. We have finally crossed the River Dee in Scotland. This was kind of like the barrier. We didn't know what was beyond it. Now we shall.
Imagine todas as conquistas
Okay, Pedro's just
surpreendentes que
gloating
as
at me.
mentes brilhantes
That's
da minha
fine.
nação realizarão.
Go. Okay, our first Chariot Archer has been built. We got an arrow point for that. No, we got 4 arrow points for that. Nice. We are very close to getting a normal age already. We have between 40 and 70 turns until the next era clasps. So, I think we'll definitely be able to get a golden age. We said we needed one. We definitely do. Alright. I'm gonna start putting these Chariot Archers in between. Okay. Now, is it going to be worth it to build a district? I think so. And I think getting the Great Merchant points early on is going to really help us later on when we're trying to build our corporations. I think if Egypt focuses on trade heavily, that's not going to be the end of the world. In fact, I think it might be pretty beneficial. It would also be great to have a government plaza, but I'm not having any loyalty problems, and I don't really need any other governor stuff in the short term. So I think, well, let's take a look at our science. Let's see how bad our science is compared to our neighbors. We are at 14 science per turn. That's more than Tamar, but it's also less than our other two neighbors significantly. Science isn't going to really help us take over Sao Paulo. We've already got the units that we're going to use to do that. But at this point, we have 35% production bonus for a district if it's on a river. So it seems kind of like a waste to not put that to use for us already. And it's going to be quicker to build any of these districts than it will to build more units. Let's do it. Let's build the commercial hub. Let's start a trade-in. Delete that tab. We don't need it anymore. Okay, I'm starting to see why Scotland's got such good science. They have campuses in many of their cities. I think if we're going to attack Sao Paulo, Brazil's given us... They've given us some real easy ways to do it. Since they forward settled it so far away from themselves, I can kind of put my archer line in between their main cities and their frontier, which means they won't be able to easily resupply and bring in reinforcements, and then just attack it from our side of the river over here with our melee units. Do we want to denounce them now? I feel like we do, just in case we come into some money and we can buy units quickly. Yeah, we're gonna denounce you, Pedro. You forward settling bastard. All right. Next turn. Man, I turned the music on earlier, but I still can't hear anything. There we go. Now I can hear it. I specifically took John Curtin out of the random pool for this game because I didn't want to hear Waltzing Matilda over and over and over again. Okay, so like I said, I can put our archers in between his cities. I put this here. Alright, so now I can kind of get a better idea of what he's working with if he brings units down to Sao Paulo. So he's already got a heavy chariot. Heavy infantry. Do we have anything, or not heavy infantry, heavy cavalry? Is there anything we have access to that would actually counter that? I don't think so. We can't even build spearmen yet because we haven't researched bronze working. We're so dumb in Egypt. We haven't researched anything. So dumb. But that's okay. We'll just build lots of units. That'll help, right? Okay, is this another lake? Yes, it is. Eventually we'll find the eastern coast. Eventually. Okay. Let's look at our religions. We've got 4 religions so far. Hinduism, Eastern Orthodoxy, Protestantism, excuse me, and Catholicism. Is Hinduism Pedro's? Yes. Brazil founded Hinduism in Rio de Janeiro. And its production towards military units. Oh, that's good. Yikes. Okay, that's good to know. So if we do go to war with Brazil, they've picked plus 25 production towards ancient and classical military units. So I don't know if our strategy of just building as many units as we can is actually going to do anything. It'll all come down to what he prioritizes when we do go to war, I suppose. We will just have to see. But I think we probably want to do that sooner rather than later before he starts building walls. Does anyone have walls yet? Georgia has walls, of course. She loves them. It's like her favorite thing in the world to build walls. But no one else does. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, next turn. Ooh, we found somebody. Who did we find? Van der Brunei? No, Johannesburg. Johannesburg. They're an industrial city-state. Suzerain bonuses. Cities receive +1 production for every improved resource type. After researching industrialization, it becomes +2. Okay. What do they want? Defensive tactics. Cool. Not really helpful to us right now. Go ahead and heal up, Scout. I don't know why you're even hurt. Oh, that's right. We killed that stone-faced Scout. That's why. Okay, next. Alright, we're already up over 300 gold. That's good. So if we do build, or buy some units rather, I think it's probably just going to be another Chariot Archer, honestly. We could buy another Warrior, just to have like a backup melee unit, but the Chariot Archers are so powerful. I think those are going to be what we do. I don't think we have a choice. Well, we do, but it's not much of a choice. Oh, and now they've got another settler coming down here towards us. Unbelievable. How do they think this is going to go down? Well, if we get lucky... Oh, I see. They're going to try and build another city over here. Good luck! How long until we can actually declare our formal war? Oh, we can do it now if we want to. Excellent. Alright, sure, why not? May as well make them turn around. So if we declare war now... I don't think it's going to have any negative consequences, really. Yeah. We are now officially at war with Brazil.
Você verá como lhe será infrutífero, não é?
Whatever, Pedro. You forced my hand, man. How was I not going to declare war on you after putting this deal? See, what did I say? Robert's already getting PO'd. Whatever you say, man. Yeah, that's easy for you to say, actually, because you didn't have Pedro forward settling cities towards you. Look at all this room you have to yourself over here. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, first things first. We're going to start attacking Sao Paulo. Because we can. Wow, that was easy. 100 that took off 31 of their health already out of 200. This is gonna be easy. This is gonna be so easy. Who else declared war? Van der Brunei? Cool. I do not really care about Van der Brunei. They are inconsequential. Okay. We built our first commercial hub. And now we're going to build a market. Alright. Go ahead and build that market. We're really building our treasury now. We'll be able to afford another Chariot Archer in no time. If we even need one. Great work up here, attacking Sao Paulo. Alright, our second scout. Our first scout. I don't know why I keep calling him our second scout. He was our second unit. We only have 3. We have 3 units. Okay. Continue the assault. Nice and steady. We've already got their settler and warrior running back with their tail between their legs. It was very ambitious of Pedro to think he could squeeze that settler down here to this natural wonder. Okay, I'm glad I didn't try and build the pyramids, because Tamar has already built them. There's no way I would have been able to get those. Where did she even build them? I don't even see desert anywhere in Georgia. It must be up here, where I can't see. Okay. Back to the task at hand. Wow, this is not a lake. This is the coast. It's up here. Neat. Very interested to see what's going on up here in the fog. Scotland's got a city here, and I'm really curious to know what it looks like. I think it's sitting on top of some more lakes. Continue the assault. 379 gold, we're getting there. Do we want to purchase just another warrior straight out? How long until we can get the Chariot Archer? Let's see, it's 540. We have 380. So 540 minus 380 is like, what, 140? Something like that? 60? 160? So in about 10 turns? A little more than 10 turns. Okay. In a little more than 10 turns, we can just flat out buy another Chariot Archer. I think that's worth the wait. I think that's worth the wait, because then we can spend the gold on some infrastructure, some sorely needed infrastructure, like in Agnomen or something. Oh my goodness. Cool. Honestly, getting it's growing pretty fast. The Edamanaki has really shot it up. Okay, they are now moving their settler and builder into my lands, into my territory. That is ballsy. What are they even going to do? Is this warrior going to pillage my farms while he's got this settler in tow? I don't think I've ever even seen that before. Goofy. I'm going to keep looking for the eastern seaboard. Yeah, it is expensive, but I'm really not facing much of a threat, so I feel like that's not a problem. I don't know, I could be wrong. I might just as well eat my words. I have no idea. It's all just guesswork at this point. He's plopped down on my one wheat farm over here, but it doesn't really make a difference if I don't work that, because I've got so many good tiles now. 15 turns ago, that probably would have been very detrimental, but now we just don't care. We don't care. Hey! Our Chariot Archer is eligible for promotion.
Without mathematics, there's nothing
And
you
now
can
we
do.
have mathematics.
Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is numbers.
Cool. So now if we want to, we can build that diplomatic quarter, get lots of diplomatic favor. I'm sure that'll be important soon, but right now, the main focus is to get rid of Sao Paulo. This city is terrible. We do not want it here. They did! They pillaged the farm. That's so goofy. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a unit escorting, an AI unit escorting a civilian do a pillage. Do you think they got the settlers to help out, or are they just kind of like standing there watching? Well, either way, they're going to have a hard time getting out of this situation they put themselves in, so good job. Good job, Brazilian warrior. You doomed yourself. Can't believe they pillaged that. That's so goofy. Silkius finally running out of some housing. Well, the good thing... the good thing about putting ourselves in such a hole early on is that we didn't have to worry about things like amenities and housing. It just was not an issue at all. Okay, so now that we have mathematics, do we want to finally go back and get bronze working? Or are we going to lean in and go full on towards shipbuilding and such? Well, let's see. Are there any wonders? I knew you'd say shipbuilding. It's probably... You're probably right. That is probably the smarter option. We're not struggling militarily in this war, that's for sure. Yes, I know I need to explore. Alright. You've convinced me. Shipbuilding or celestial navigation. We have lots of sea resources on our coast. And if we put a harbor down here, we could make the tiles in our capital even better. Like this one would be even crazier. Okay. 12 turns versus 19 turns. But let's see which one we're probably going to boost first. Improved T suits. Yeah. Improved 2 sea resources I don't think is going to happen before we own 2 galleys. So let's research shipbuilding. We can stop halfway through and move to something else and then get the boost later if we really want to. And we finally built that monument in Agnomen, so we can start building Petra, probably, if we really wanted to. I think we do, actually. There's really not anything keeping us from building this. Agnomen's not exactly an important city yet. Alright, so let's figure out where we want to put this bad boy. If we put it here, we can put... That's 2 wonders pretty close to each other. Which means we could put a theater district between them and have it be, like, really good. If we put it to the south, we'd have to buy the tiles. Well, I think this one flat desert tile right here is perfect. Petra it is. Have fun. Have fun Petra-ing. Agnomen. Capital needs more housing. Unit available for promotion. We knew that already. Okay. Moving on. Alright. I could just attack these guys, but I think what I want to do is move up here to prevent them from getting away. And then we will promote. command up. Give them a little more movement. Help them move around these woods a little better. And now, since he's level 2, or 2 promotions, I can name the crazy volunteers now. The terrible bastards. The storm boots. The war professionals. The holy battalion. The rock killers. I mean, they kind of are the rock killers. They dispersed the Stoneface clan. Instead of rock killers, we say the stone killers. Intact. They're the stone cutters. We have some faux Masonic BS going on in Egypt. Alright. That's funny, actually, that Egypt would be doing Masonic things, because there aren't, like, a bunch of Masonic symbols just stolen from Egyptian culture, like pyramids and obelisks and things. Found another city-state. Vilnius. Wow, there is a lot of room over here. What is even going on this continent? I don't think I'm ever going to find the eastern coast. Now it's just that warm scout anyway. Okay, we got political philosophy.
Divide and rule,
That's excellent.
a sound motto.
Which means we can finally put on our first government. So, we are Egypt. We are trying to do some wonder spamming. We are currently at war, but we won't be focusing on war for the foreseeable future. I think autocracy might be what we want. It gives us the +10 production towards wonders, which we are currently building Petra. And it gives us +1 to all yields for each government plaza building, diplomatic quarter building, and palace. So we don't have anything but the palace for these, but we can easily build districts very quickly. So I think autocracy is going to be what we want. Classical Republic could be good, but we don't really have the infrastructure to get those great person points yet. I think we'd be wasting it. So let's do autocracy. We're going to be autocratic Egypt to start, anyway. A new age of political discourse. Let's see. Now that we have state workforce, we can finally put in Corvée. Corvée? Corvée. Corvée. Don't know how to pronounce that word. We don't really need discipline anymore. We could do with conscription. That'll help us save money. For our diplomatic policy, we could... Both of these would be pretty helpful, actually. Let's take a step back and take a look. So, we've only got envoys in one city-state right now. Are we going to do these quests anytime soon? Defensive Tactics Inspiration? What's that? Defensive Tactics. Oh, is that be the target of definition? That's not going to happen. Construct a campus? That's not going to happen soon. Construct a holy site? Not going to happen. Eureka for engineering, which is build ancient walls. Okay, I don't think we're going to be getting first envoys in any of these anytime soon. So let's go with the other one. Charismatic leader, +2 influence points per turn for envoys. We definitely want that. We have to remember to switch both of these out. Ancient wonders, ancient and classical wonders, excuse me. And conscription. And then for a wild card, I think Caravanasseries get even more gold. We could keep urban planning in there and just give another +1 production to each of our cities. We only have one trade route, so it's either going to be 2 production spread across 2 cities or 2 gold. I think in the short term, the gold is going to help us more. Let's do caravanseries. Confirm our policies. Cool. So now Petra's only going to take 81 turns. We were at 100. It jumped so fast. I also just realized that I'm not building this on a river, so we're not getting our plus 15%. So it's only going to be plus 20, thanks to... Which also means we need to put Liang. We're not getting... Wait a minute, no we don't. We don't need to put Liang. She doesn't give wonder construction. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm getting things jumbled around in my brain. So we get wonder construction bonus as Egypt if we put it next to a river, but we could not risk getting rid of any of these tiles. They're all too good at the moment. So that's fine. That's fine. We're still getting our boost from our government. We're still getting... I like how Agnomen is basically just she's like she's playing my alternate anti-self. She's giving me all the suggestions for things I don't want to do. She says that I should have gone for the production instead of the gold in my in my policies. I still think the gold is a better idea because we're trying to get more Chariot Archers. We don't want... Brazil they've got buffs to building classical and ancient military units. So anytime they want to, they can just switch their production towards a bunch of annoying little units. And I don't want that to happen. So I feel like getting the gold quickly, so we can buy that other Chariot Archer quickly, will help. I don't think anyone else is building the Petra right now. And if they are, they usually build it in a city where there's not, like, any production. I could also just be making excuses. I guess we'll see. It's a gamble. I'm playing my entire strategy at this point is one big gamble. So let's see. Where do we want to go civics-wise? I think we probably want to go down towards drama and poetry. We got the boost to it, so we may as well get it done quickly. And then we can get recorded history done real fast by building those campuses. Yes. Alright. Drama and poetry it is. Oh, we do get a free envoy if we do mysticism. That might be worth doing it first then. Because like I said, once we get that, we will befriend Nalanda. And Nalanda, if we're suzerain of them, we get to build those Mahaviharas. Get even more science. Yep, that's what we want to do. Let's go mysticism into drama and poetry. Here we go. We're going to be friends with them. And they're going to help us build those crazy science buildings. And it's going to be excellent. Okay, still nothing coming from Brazil. I guess they don't really care about Sao Paulo that much. Still no sign of the coast. We might be working on a Pangea, y'all. This is a... I can't remember which map it is. It's not Shuffle, it's the other one. Fractal. And sometimes Fractal gives you a Pangea. Every once in a while. Hey! I'm starting to think I was right. We just found Hungary. That's 4 civs on 1 landmass so far. I say that, but I'm just assuming. I don't actually know where Matthias is yet. It is an honor to meet you, Matthias. I will personally lead your delegates on a tour of my capital, that they may understand the power of Hungary more fully. I would love it. Give me the tour, please. Yes, they are all the way over here. Wow. It's a big landmass. So we are halfway Already halfway to taking Sao Paulo for us. Is this another civ up here? I think it might be. I don't recognize it. Is it blue? It's green and yellow? Maybe it's Arabia? Not sure. Alright, we got another error point for meeting Matthias. Those would flood over buildings that I could not care any less about. Alright, back to the task at hand. I'm going to be so mad if they manage to drop this settler over here. Because they're going to get rid of that forest. If they do. And I'm going to have to take another city, which will be super annoying considering it's all the way out on the coast and there's only one tile access to it. Oh man, I really should have kept this warrior here instead of going after him. It was bait. It was bait and I fell for it. Now he's going to be able to put that city down. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. Oy. At least until I get my harbor there. Oh, that's going to be a long time from now. On the plus side, I'm getting very close to being able to afford that other archer. That other chariot archer. Oh, jeez. Yep. Here they go. Well, may as well let them do that, right? Go up here and take care of Sao Paulo first. Boy. How annoying. How absolutely annoying. Hey! Scotland has finally decided to forward settle us. I don't know how much of a wrench this is going to throw into our plans, but we did want to get that wine. Look at all of it. There's so much wine down here. We might... I do kind of want to stay friends with Robert the Bruce, so I think what we might have to do is go for a culture flip on Dundee. Not impossible, but it will take some doing, and we might not get control of that city until a couple eras from now. But again, I don't think it's a good idea to go to war with Scotland. They were in first place. They're not in first place anymore. Or no, they weren't in first place. It was Pedro. Never mind. I just don't want to go to war with Scotland. They've been a friend to us this whole game. I feel like they will... They're kind of in the center of this landmass between this side and the unknown side, so they make a good buffer in case someone decides to get a little warlike that we haven't met yet. So I like the idea of keeping Scotland here. Maybe just flipping one of their cities culturally to us, so we can get all that wine. I'm not... Again, the AI puts their cities in the dumbest places. Look at this. If they would have just put it one over... Ugh, whatever. 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 Alright. Matthias is sending us a delegation. He wants to be friends with us, it seems. So that's nice.
I like to say I practice
So
militant
we
mysticism.
got mysticism.
I'm absolutely sure of some things that I don't quite know.
Which is great. That means we get a free envoy. And we have inspiration as a policy card now. So let's do that. Let's put our envoy in Nalanda. Oh shoot! I just realized Robert the Bruce has dumped 6 envoys into Nalanda, and we will no longer get our Mahagaras. Wow. All our plans are going down the drain. Nothing we wanted to do is going to be possible at this point. Well, oh jeez, and they just bought a friggin' swordsman to put in Sao Paulo, so there's no way my wounded warrior is going to be able to deal with that. Oh jeez, y'all, I think our gamble might not have paid off. I think we're too far behind now to actually catch up. Not great. Okay. We finished our market and our capital at least. So we got another trade route capacity. I think we just do that. Our trade routes are too good not to. And we have enough to finally buy this other Chariot Archer. There we go. Hopefully that will change things for the better. Things are not looking too great. In fact, they're looking pretty bad. But with luck, I think we'll be able to take Sao Paulo next turn. Ugh. There goes our warrior, y'all. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Not great. Not great. We are officially losing the war now. Yeah. Things are going pretty poorly in Egypt. So a lot of our early plans have been dashed just based on the AI getting just too far ahead for us. So now we've got a swordsman to worry about in Sao Paulo. Killed our warrior, our one melee unit, so we can't take Sao Paulo anymore. We've got another settler just kind of hovering over here waiting to put a city down next to Piopitahi. And if they do put a city down here, well, there's just no way we're going to be able to take it. It's too isolated. You can only get there via this one hill tile. We can no longer put a city on this river because Scotland has founded Dundee. Which means we can no longer put a city down here next to the Eye of the Sahara and on the coast. Which means... Oh, jeez. Yeah, not the best. I'm not actually sure how we're gonna pull this back out. Alright, we're making 21 gold per turn. As soon as we can buy another melee unit is in like, oh god, like 6-7 turns. What about building? If we take this off of trader, how long to build a warrior? 4 turns. We're just gonna have to switch it straight up. Sucks. And then we're gonna have to go for district defenses, I think. So garrison it is. Man, this isn't even deity or immortal or anything. It's just emperor. How have I fallen so far behind? Alright. They've sent a catapult in to kind of rustle our jimmies. Oh, there it is. There they put the city down. Oh, that's so obnoxious. So they have now stolen the natural wonder that we started the game next to because it took us so long to get it established. Poor. Very, very poor. See me after class. That's what I would say to myself for this performance. It was Arabia. I was right.
الواحد الأحد القوي المنتصر الدائم الذي لا ينتهي ملكه.
I'm not giving up.
تحياتي يا صديقي العزيز.
I'm not going to give up. We can still turn this around. We're just not going to be able to wonder spam like we wanted to. We're going to have to go full on warfare. Jeez, look at this. Look at where Brazil started. They started all the way up here in the mountains, and they couldn't stay there. They had to come all the way down here. No respect. No respect at all. Oh, now all of a sudden he wants to make peace. He's going to give us a bunch of iron and gold per turn. I don't think so, man. This is not a war that you're going to be able to talk your way out of. Look what you've done. You've locked me in. There's no way I can let you get away with that. There's just no way. Cool, our first trade route finally completed. Which means I think I want to send it on its next route through Agnomen to Dundee. Unfortunately, Dundee's the only city that's not going to give me science if I trade with it. Well, let's just do... Let's send it to Agnomen. That way we can get some production towards that wonder. Because I think what we're going to end up doing, unfortunately, is just sending it back to our capital. Shaking in his boots. I wish that were the case. I don't think it is. Alright, just gonna keep shelling Sao Paulo, I guess. We've gotten rid of their catapult. Their military strength is still like twice what ours is. Not great. I think we may have finally found the eastern coast. It's all the way over here. Near Baghdad. Okay, Sao Paulo's now moving their swordsmen out, which is fine. Just have to kind of fall back a little bit and keep shooting at it. Now, I don't think that Brazil's really given us much of a choice. I think we're just going to have to dump all of our production in the military. We have the money for it, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but, oh, I hate to see it. Yep. More Chariot Archers, please. It hurts me. It hurts me to put that trade route on something that's going to give me so much less gold. But we need to build Petra. It just needs to happen. We've locked ourselves into another wonder that absolutely needs to be built, or else we're going to be... We'll probably be hampered for the rest of the game. At this point, it's starting to look like we can probably crawl our way back out if we do a good job around the Renaissance, like the beginning of the Renaissance era, but it's hard to say. We're not doing very well right now. The classical era has been kind of a bitch. Turns out Pedro is a little tougher than we thought. He really wants to make peace with us, but I'm not going to let Sao Paulo be sitting there. There's just no way. Slowly. We've got this one Chariot Archers not doing so great, but I think we can help him survive. I can't believe the Stonecutters got killed. The Chariot finished in Scotland. That's fun. We can't even see iron on the map yet, can we? Alright, well, there's no way we're going to be getting 2 galleys in the next 5 turns. So we may as well just let that complete without getting the boost. And now, Saladin does not like us. I'm not sure why. Probably because we declared war on our neighbor. No, I think our Chariot Archers doomed, y'all. Doomed! Oh, we're doing so poor now. Sao Paulo is getting its strength back up. We're down a military unit. Oh, this is not great. This is not great. I think we may have just lost, y'all. I think we may have just lost the game. Ooh. I don't see how we're going to come back from this. Still 50 turns until Petra. Oh, that's so bad. We destroyed half of our entire military just trying to kill their one swordsman unit. That's terrible. Well, no giving up now. May as well see it through. Okay, Georgia wants to give us a trade deal. 30 iron and 1 gold for open borders and 13 diplomatic favor. Do we need 30 iron? We can't build anything with it. No. Ask me again later, Tamar. He really wants to make peace. All right, so now we have to ask ourselves the question: is it worth it to take this peace deal, wait the 10 turns until we can declare war again, and then take out Sao Paulo? I don't really care about the iron. We can't build anything with it anyway. But 260 flat gold plus 9 a turn for 10 turns is really going to help us out. We're in a hole. I think we have to take it. I don't think we have a choice. Alright, Pedro. Fine.
It were wees.
Well, Robert is happy. We're no longer at war with our neighbor. But, oh, man. Oh, good. Yeah, that was just what we needed. That's just what we needed. A barbarian camp to pop up right on our border. Right on our undefended border, too. Perfect. Man. I think the game may have been giving us easy mode for the first session, and then straight into hard mode for this session, because everything seems to be going wrong. Every RNG is going not in our favor. This scout isn't going to be very useful if Saladin doesn't let us take open borders. Let's ask him about it. Let's see if that's even a possibility. Can we do an open borders trade? 14 gold. Well, we just got like 263. That's not too bad. Fine. Fleecing us over here in Arabia. It's like our scout just rolled up to Arabia's borders, and there's like a tourist trap, and they won't let you through unless you've bought some of their little knickknacks. Okay, what do we even do now with this? I suppose we just pull them back to our border and wait. This is awful. Well, I may as well delete this pin. We're not putting a city here anymore. So this one city that we were going to put down here has turned into 2 Brazilian cities. And one of those cities has stolen the Piopatahi. Awful. Just awful. We're gonna need to build a navy now if we want to take out this one. Well, At least we're going into shipbuilding. Ugh. Can't believe it. We had a warrior that was promoted twice, and a chariot archer promoted once that died to that swordsman with no promotions. Awful. And we don't even know what iron is yet. We're too dumb. I'm gonna go ahead and just start counting. We're gonna denounce you now. Yes. I don't care if they have grievances against us. We're gonna denounce you now. Because I know we're just gonna wait the 10 turns and go to war with them again. Oh my god, look how big these cities are. We haven't even found the capital of Arabia yet. The city's all huge. Look at us. What a pathetic little Egyptian empire over here. We have 2 cities. One's pot 5 and one's pot 3.
There is nothing but a plank between a sailor and eternity.
Okay, we can build quadriremes now.
The poets have been mysteriously silent.
And we can
on the
build
subject of
theater
cheese.
squares. Great. So let's go ahead and take a gander at this. We definitely don't need caravanserais anymore, because we only have 1 trade route anyway. And the gold's not an immediate need, so we can go back to urban planning, get our production a little higher. We definitely still want the 15% production towards wonders. Conscription, is that going to help us, or do we want a Gauge now? I think we want a Gauge. Or wait, our Chariot Archers don't count as that. They count as something else. Yes. Let's see what our Chariot Archers count as. Heavy Cavalry? Light Cavalry? Here we go. Chariot Archer. Egyptian ranged unit. It just counts as a ranged unit? Oh, cool. Well, we'll definitely know which one we're taking then. Alright. Lagauge. And then instead of that, we did urban planning. Cool. We'll just have to stick with that for now. Oh, and the barbs have found me immediately. Perfect. God, what are we going to do about that? Can we do anything? The new swarm, Barbarian Clan. They are a woodland clan, which means what? Let's go back. Woodland Clan. Favored ranged units. Oh, God. No. At least they're not horse barbarians, I guess. Gee, I guess I'm gonna have to pull my archers off the front line. What is this? What is this Georgian settler doing down here? Where? There isn't even a place to put a city anywhere. Are they trying to get down to the coast? That's not gonna happen. We are no longer friends with Scotland. Let's re-up that. Yes, good. Do we have anything new yet? Do you have any new things to trade? Not really. Never mind. Shipbuilding. It's finished. So let's get... Ironworking is going to take too long to get to right now, even though we've got all that iron sitting in our stockpile. I think we just want to go with Celestial Navigation. Just hurry up and get that harbor. Ugh. Yeah, we kind of need those tiles in our capital to be beyond splendid at this point, because we have so little territory. These just all have to be gray tiles to keep up. So that's what we will do. Poetry is done, so we can go into recorded history. get ourselves another governor title. Next. Let's set the scout to auto-explore. I'm tired of dealing with him. And there's a flood in Band Arbor 9. I don't care about that. Okay. I really have no idea what this Georgian settler is doing. Really, really far away from their homeland. They must have just been put out somehow, running away from a barbarian. Right. Move our Chariot Archer down here to deal with these barbs. The warrior is almost healed up. Man. Luckily, Brazil's still not building walls, but I just have to really hope at this point that they don't build them in the time it takes for the peace treaty to expire. Oh, it's 15 turns in epic speed, so I still have to wait another 10. Ugh. Awful. At least our grievances will go down in those 10 turns. Oh. It looks like Scotland and Hunza killed that barbarian camp. I didn't even need to do anything. That's fun. Alright, we've got our second Chariot Archer. Alright, 2 turns to finish this trader. Hurry up and do that before we forget about it completely. I guess we can just bring our Chariot Archers back up since turns out they didn't actually need to do anything. That's fun. I'm going to move my warrior back over to this side of the river. Ugh. Things have gotten so... They've just ground to a halt in Egypt. I didn't even know there was a fire going. But it's out! Congrats. I'm gonna just kill this scout so it doesn't cause problems with my soon-to-be finished trade route. Excellent. Trader's done. Definitely don't want to send it up to the north. We can send it back down to Nalanda, though. Because if we send it to Aberdeen, we can get some production along with it, but we get more gold, and still we get science from sending it to Nalanda. It's a shorter route, too. I think that's what we're going to go with. Send it back down to Nalanda. Kill that scout. Excellent. Put this here. This here. Oh no. He's got hit. Ah, he's got walls! He built walls already. I don't even know why he built them in this city. This isn't even no threat from me to this one. It just means that I can't put my units in any of these tiles now because the city's going to bombard them. That's so annoying. Oh, he's gotten such a good foothold into my territory. It's like an infestation. Once you start seeing them, it's already too late. God. I can only imagine how many people, how many of my citizens he's converted to Hinduism. Let's take a peek. Religion. So we've got some Eastern Orthodox, some Hindu. They're not really too in danger of getting converted. I don't even know. Where is Eastern Orthodoxy coming from? Georgia? Yes. Okay. What does Eastern Orthodoxy even do? Holy sites, for rainforest. Wait a minute, what? Hold on. Cities pantheon. Oh, I see. It's their each of their cities has different pantheons. Okay. Warrior monks and synagogues. Okay, and then Hinduism gives us all world wonders give 4 faith. I'm actually pretty happy about that. I do not mind that at all, because I'm going to have lots of world wonders by the end of the game. So I'm probably going to try and make sure that, since I don't have a religion myself, I'll probably try and make sure that Hinduism stays dominant in this part of the world. That'll help us later, but oh god, we need help now. We need help now. We can make a builder now. We've got Liang, so it'll have an extra charge, and we definitely need to fix this farm and get some farms going on some of these other tiles. I need to work these silver tiles. Jeez, so much needs to be done. We have gypsum over here that we haven't even touched yet. We're going to need to use this one because Brazil stole the one that we were originally going to use in our capital. It will be ours. At this point, I don't even think we want to destroy Sao Paulo and Curitiba. I think we would just want to keep them, take them. I don't want to have to build walls again. Do you keep the walls when you conquer somebody else's city? I'm actually not sure. When you conquer a city and it has walls, and you tear the walls down to conquer it, I'm pretty sure you have to rebuild the walls. So maybe it's still worth it. But I don't know. This city is taking an entire tile up from the Piopatahi. But on the other hand, it does have access to all of these other tiles here, which would be wasted otherwise. Okay. I think we're just going to take them over. I think at this point, they've been there too long. It's not worth it to tear them down. Yeah, I can't remember if it's if the walls need to be just repaired, or do you just need to like fully need to remake them. I know that if your city gets conquered, you can, and then you reconquer it, you can just fix the walls as a city project. But I'm actually not 100%. I can't remember. It's different in Civ 5 versus Civ 6 because walls are like different. And it's been so long since I played that I don't remember. I guess we'll just have to see when it happens. Agnomen thinks that if you take over a city with walls, you just fix the walls as a city project. Could very well be the case. I do not remember. We shall see. Next turn. It is 850 BC. We still don't have very much to show for ourselves. Johannesburg's volcano became active. That's great. Whatever. Let's move our Chariot Archers back up to the front. I'm going to just plop you down there next to Sao Paulo. I think I'll plop my other one down on this hill here. Yeah. And then sneak my warrior up. Well, I can't really sneak it. They can see me. I'm on their borders. But I'm going to have to move the warrior as soon as I declare war, because I don't want Curitiba here firing with their walls at me. Oh, that's so obnoxious. It's like the Brazil figured out how to perfectly hamper my progress. They figured out the absolute perfect way to do it and did it. I'm in a new city-state, Rapa Nui, up near the Great Bitter Lake. Nice. Yeah, you stay here. You come here. Oh god, we still haven't built this Mahi Vihara either because we're competing with Robert for the affection of Nalanda. But hey, if we get this governor title from recorded history, maybe we can just stick our what's her name in there? Amani, the city-state governor. We can just stick her in there and maybe take the suzerainship for ourselves. I thought this game was going to be a lot easier. We had such a promising start. I guess it was ours to lose. Agnomen needs more housing. You don't need more housing. You need to finish the Petra. It's like Agnomen. It's like one of my children, and they're like, I don't want to finish my food. I want to go play video games. And I'm like, you can't play video games. You gotta eat the rest of your food before you can go play video games. And they're like, no! We want to build a granary, but we haven't finished the Petra yet. It's like, you gotta finish the Petra. How can you build your Petra if you haven't finished your granary? 30 turns. Alright. How do we boost this? I feel like we're not going to make it. I feel like someone else is going to beat us to Petra if we keep it up at this rate. What are you working right now? You're working this, 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 and this. Okay, they're working all of the tiles they need to be working. We can make this better, though. We'll have our builder in the next turn. Alright. So we can use at least one of those charges to build the mine over here on the gypsum. Is it a mine or a quarry? I think it might be a quarry. It doesn't matter. How many turns until we can declare war on Brazil? 5? Oops. Okay. Now what to build in our capital? In 3 turns, we'll be able to build a harbor. Do we want to build a watermill? Take advantage of all these farms that our builder's going to be building? I think so. Actually, no, we're at full housing, aren't we? We need to build a granary first. 100%. Alright, granary. Actually, fuck that, we've got so much money now. Why don't we just buy a granary? Or we could buy a watermill. Or we could buy another Chariot Archer. Let's see. I think, honestly, we need something to deal with Sao Paulo. This warrior, I feel like, isn't going to cut it. But the warrior wouldn't be a problem if we could use 3 Chariot Archers to just take down Sao Paulo's defenses really quickly. Alright. We're just going to have to wait. Again, we're buying another archer. I hate buying units. It feels like such a waste of gold. Don't have a choice though. Next turn. Classical era ends in 10 turns. We are nowhere near a golden age, are we? That's bad. Oh, that's bad. Okay, we have... What's our dedication right now? I think it's the scientific one. Free inquiry. Yeah, okay. So every time we get a Eureka in the science tree, we get an error point. Don't think we're going to be able to do that. Oh, wow. Alright. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to get a golden age either. Oh, man. That's terrible news. That's just the worst news. Alright, now what to do with this builder? Another farm here? Or do we want to just... I think we probably want to start moving down towards Agnomen. I don't think we've improved any of Agnomen's tiles yet. No, not a single one. I'm not sure how we got the horseback riding Eureka bonus already. We haven't built a pasture, have we? Anywhere? No? No. Must have been a goody hut or something. That's weird. Didn't declare war yet. 2 turns. Ooh. Another tribal village.
And all I ask is a tall...
Oh man, I think Arabia's gonna get there first. That's such a bummer when you find a goody hut all the way on the other side of the world. But there's just someone there already waiting to get it as soon as you show up. It's like they were waiting for me. Oh, you want this? Yeah, I think we're just gonna take it though. I know you could use it, but we're gonna take it. We want it. All's fair. All's fair in love and civ, I suppose. Okay. Now what do we want to research? I think we should probably go for bronze working. Let's figure out what this bronze does. Feel like it could be important. Still churning away at the Petra down here. All right, that's 2 turns, right? Now we can declare war on Pedro again. Yes, we can. And look, our grievances dropped down to 0. It took us so long. We're definitely gonna do this right now. We've been waiting. Of course, Robert is mad at us because we're declaring war on our neighbor again. But he keeps saying yes to being our friend, so he can't mean it that much. Oh geez, we've got crossbows coming down from the north. That's not good. Alright, who's actually working this tile? Let's flip it. Let's swap it. Oh wait, no. We don't want that. We want this to be worked by here. It actually gets significantly worse if we're not working it in Zacchaeus. That's bad. Is it because of the Edamananki, I guess? Yeah. Right. Okie dokie. Well, if this war goes bad, I think that's going to be the end of the game. I think we might have to call it. They didn't take that goody hut. That's bizarre. I'll take it. Sure. We got military training. We didn't really need it. I could have used a Eureka, though, for an arrow point. That would have been nice. Bad RNG, man. Bad random number generation in this game. We're just getting our butt kicked by it. Band Urbanai has once again declared war on us because they're allied, or, I'm sorry, suzerain-shipped with Pedro. I don't really care. We need housing in our capital. We're working on it. Kabul wants me to build a harbor. That's fine. Man, if we could neutralize this governor, or make it so that Robert had to put the governor someplace else, I think that would just give us the citizenship automatically in Nalanda. Something to think about. We might be able to do some fuckery with that. Next turn. Oh, yikes.
Also interested in creating...
Well, we now have 2 crossbows. We could probably kill this one. Maybe? Oh, jeez. We did. Okay, so we killed 1 crossbow. Hopefully this one will just run away instead of trying to fight us, and we can work on Sao Paulo. Stay fortified. Actually, no, come down here. I'm not sure if there's something on this little hill firing at us. I can't see. I don't even know what hurt him. It might have been this crossbow that we killed, but I can't be sure. Better safe than sorry. Alright, we have bronze working. Do we have iron anywhere on the map? We do not, because why would we? Moving on. Are there any wonders coming up that we will want to build? Probably not. I think we're done building wonders for a second. Unless we can get the Alhambra. I don't think that's gonna... I don't think that's gonna work. Well, let's go archery. No, actually, let's go masonry. We haven't filled any of these in. We may as well get some of the things we skipped. All right, you are gonna go over here and build a mine. Quarry on the gypsum. You're gonna go back on auto explore. Okay, well, luckily for us, our warrior did not die. It was the catapult that was firing at him. Goofy. Okay. So, let's see. We'll use this guy down here. I'm gonna fire at this catapult. Maybe switch these two guys. Yeah. And have them both fire at the crossbow. Well, dang, we can no longer fire at the crossbow. That's fine. Let's fire at this catapult again. Alright, we completed the granary. And we can build spearmen now, which is like the next step up from a warrior, which might be helpful for taking Sao Paulo. Our warrior doesn't seem to be able to stand the heat in the kitchen right now, so maybe the spearmen can. Sure, it's only going to take us 3 turns. Our capital is finally starting to output stuff at a very good rate, but I think it might be too late. I think we may have waited too long. Well, our military is now so big that Matthias is starting to praise us for it. Hey! I can't believe they all survived. That's... Finally, things are starting to go our way. We could switch these two. And then this one can still, yes, they can still upgrade because there's 4 movement on these. The Chariot Archers are so good. If I didn't have access to these for this war, I'm almost positive we would have lost it and rage quit already. Their 4 movement just gives you so many options for little battles like these. Like being able to move onto a hill with a rainforest on it and still have movement left over is such a boost. Such a boost. Especially when you're fighting units that are like 2 text levels above you. Well, I guess the crossbowman is technically 1 level above the archer, but it still feels like it's way stronger. Can you kill it? Not quite. Not quite, but we can kill this catapult. Hopefully this crossbow does not promote itself and heal in the next turn. But I think I don't want to jinx anything, but I think we might have won this war. Finally. Quarry, excellent. That's an error point for masonry. Don't know if it'll be enough, but if we build a water mill, we can get the boost for construction as well. How many turns do we have left? 4? Maybe we can buy a water mill if we're making enough money. 480. I bet we could do that. If we take over Sao Paulo, we might even get some gold. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, I'm excited. I think things are finally starting to swivel.
Overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry.
Okie dokie. There's masonry done. I don't think we really care about a dam because floods don't hurt us. The Hagia Sophia isn't really something we want to build. The Hoytakali might be worth building once we get over to those lakes, but we're not there yet. Industrial zones could definitely help us. We have iron to build man-at-arms. Well, let's get started on ironworking then, and get the very basic iron required units going, rather. And now we can build this harbor, so all we need to do is buy this tile once we're out of this war. I'm not sure if we want to take over Curitiba in this particular war or the next one. It'd be nice to do it this war, but we don't have... We can't even build water units because we don't have anything on the coast yet. Might have to wait. Well, my fears were realized. This friggin' crossbow promoted itself and healed. But that's okay, because we've got these two down here now. I think we can just do this. Bam and bam. Oh, wow. They survived with what? 1 health? 1 hit point? Are you kidding me? Are you joking me? Look at this. I can't even see... no, there's just the slightest little sliver of red in their health bar. Man. That's infuriating. That is infuriating. I can't believe it. I mean, of course I can. Just going off of what the game has been treating me like today. Alright, this builder still has 2 builds left. What do we want to put them on? Do we want to make some farms? Or do we want to chop down some woods? I think we want to chop down some woods. Just so we can get this Petra going. And then maybe build a farm after that. What are you gonna? Which tile are you getting next? Oh, that useless desert tile down here, of course. Of course. Why would my cities want to expand into useful tiles when they can get desert tiles that are literally useless? All right, we can finally kill this crossbow, and now we can start firing on Sao Paulo. Jeez. Start moving our spearmen up. 2 turns into... Yeah, I don't think we're getting a golden era, y'all. Golden age. I don't think it's going to happen. That's such a bummer. We really needed it. We really needed it. Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna just buy this tile to build the harbor on it. No use waiting. Delete that pin. Harbor down. Here we go. It'll take 9 turns. It's adjacent to a river, so it's gonna get boosted. Have fun. 16 turns till Petra, minus like what, 2 or 3 shaved off from the woods being chopped down. Maybe we can get it. Oh man, there's so many things in the air right now that need to happen, or else we're going to lose. Farms. She wanted me to build farms. Of course you did. Of course you did. Alright, 72 production. Is that worth it? Let's see. I think so. That'll shave a few turns off. Let's do it. Chop them down. So now we're down to 8. Almost halved it. That's great. Spearmen's coming up. Now everybody can concentrate fire on Sao Paulo. Still, I'm surprised that my Chariot Archers are still doing this much damage to Sao Paulo. I know it's only 500 BC, but I just feel like they would be kind of outvoted at this point. They're so good. These Chariot Archers are just the best. Well, we're in the medieval era. We Failed to get a golden age. Which is fine. I think instead of free inquiry, though, we're going to move on to monumentality, just because I know we're going to be building so many districts to try and keep up. Okay. If I put a pasture down, oh, that's a crap tile. We don't want to work. We don't want to work that one. We want to work this one. That's a very good tile. All right. I think we're gonna wait until the Petra's built, and then I'm probably gonna call it for the day. I know the war's not over, but I've been sitting here. It's almost 5 o'clock. Well, it's past 5 o'clock actually. All right. Fire! 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 Get our spearmen up there. We'll be attacking from hills and forests. I think that still gives us the bonus, even if we're attacking a city. And we have a promotion available for this archer here, so they'll be promoted twice, which means I'll be able to give them the city defense, or what is it? The one that helps against districts. Bombardment, I think. Something like that. Alright. It was good to see you, Agnomen. Thanks for stopping by. Our first World Congress. Do we even care about any of these things? Pedro and Robert are both putting in for some specific great person. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, since we're in monopolies and corporations, they're probably voting for great merchant points. I'm going to try and hop on that bandwagon with them. I don't care about anything to the point where I have to actually spend points, my diplomatic favor. So I'm just going to put in the base vote and hope that I've chosen the right ones. Military advisory. Units of the chosen promotion class gain +5 combat strength. This is kind of a crapshoot. It just completely depends on what the AI has in access to. But I think if we go with range, we might be able to swing it. If we put some points into it, we might be able to swing it, but I don't know. Only one. We can only afford one. That's not really going to swing it either way, is it? All right. We'll just hope that they vote for ranged as well, and see if we get any diplomatic victory points. Fingers crossed. No. Turns out we got neither. So it's, for patronage, it's no great points, or great people points towards great riders. Okay, and no, or +5 combat strength to melee units. Which is still beneficial to us, because we have this Spearmen sitting down here, and I'm going to try and take over Sao Paulo. Alright, quickly fire. I want to take Sao Paulo before I build the Petra. I think we can. I think we might be able to, but I don't want to risk it. I think we should probably wait. Wait until next turn. But if I wait until next turn, who knows? They might have a swordsman in there or something. So let's do it. We took Sao Paulo! Finally! Oh my god, it's been like a few hundred years. So we took Sao Paulo, but they're going to rebel almost instantly. That's obnoxious. Definitely keep that city. See if we can hang on to it until the war's over. One thing that's kind of funny is they did not put this city in the most defensible spot like I thought they did. This would be the most defensible down here, because you can only get to it from one direction. But they put it in this tile, which means that I can still plop all of my archers around it and fire. Silly. Very dumb AI, very dumb. They may have sealed their own fate with this one. Alright, Sao Paulo. Yeah, let's build the monument right now. Try and get some points into that. The more loyalty points we can get in there, the less problems we're going to have later on. Alright. We're going to build a farm here. Yes, yes. We could also build a Sphinx right here. I think that's probably going to be more beneficial to us. Let's build the Sphinx. I keep changing my mind. I know I keep saying let's do this, and then change my mind and do something else, but that's really how you have to play this game. You have to be able to adapt. If you can't roll with the punches, you're just going to keep trying to do the same strat every time. You have like one good game with that strat and think it's going to work every time. It's not. I've had cheese strats that I thought were going to work that ended up blowing up in my face when I lost the game instead. That's why I love this game. It can go a million directions. You never know what's gonna happen. Okay, so this is fun. Check this out. We're already seeing some positive effects from taking over Sao Paulo. Curitiba, which was firmly in Brazilian control, is now rebelling, and in 7 turns it's going to switch to being a free city. And then in however many turns after that, it will switch to being Egyptian if we can keep up our pressure. If we get the monument built in Sao Paulo, I think we can do that. 5 turns until Petra's done. Do you think we can do it? I bet we can. Wow, look what the Sphinx is going to give us. It's going to give us a production, 1 science, 1 culture, and 1 faith. Let's do it. So we got 1 era score from building that. Or no, we got the era score from building on fertilized land. We got 4 era score from building that Sphinx. Man, if we had just done that first, do you think we could have gotten a golden age? I still think we would have been shy. I still think we would have been like 2 or 3 points shy, but that's rough. That's rough. We were so close. So close. That's all right. If we can get the Petra, I'll still be happy. You go here. You go here. You go here. Excellent. We might be able to take Curitiba too, but they have walls. I don't know if that's gonna work. We might just be better off waiting. Okay, somebody has declared a military emergency against us. I'm guessing it was Pedro. Cleopatra has captured Sao Paulo. We must resist their aggression. Yeah, I'm gonna vote that down because obviously I don't want myself to have an emergency against myself. Let's hope everyone else feels the same way. We're friends with a couple other people. Nope. The military emergency has passed, and now Georgia is at war with us as well. Y'all, we are getting piled on. Oh, geez. So, if they can manage to recapture Sao Paulo, they get a ton of diplomatic favor, right? But if I can keep it, I get 200 diplomatic favor and +2 combat strength when attacking either of these 2. That's pretty cool. So I will literally get a buff for fighting Brazilian cities if they fail this military emergency. Guys, I think I'm gonna win this military emergency. I was feeling a little bit of reservations about keeping Sao Paulo for me. I think I got it. Alright. So let's put you here. You here. And you can go here. We're gonna sweep around and see if we can't make this work. Okay. Attack the warrior, like I knew they were going to. Excellent. Is it worth it to try and take this? I don't think it is. I think we just wait and let it rebel. Yeah. So let's move this guy here. And this guy back to our territory to heal. And you can just stay here and heal as well. I'm just going to keep you there. Alright. We're just going to keep dumping points into Luanda. I really want that scissoring ship. Plus the science bonus would help us. We've only got 20 science. Compared to everyone else, that's pathetic. Alright. I will be right back. I actually have to take care of something, so don't go anywhere, everybody. I'm back. Although I'm not going to be here for much longer. I just realized that I put the wrong tag up instead of be right back. That's okay. I don't think anybody noticed because I'm here by myself now. Alright, well, our scout has gotten themselves into a heap of trouble down here in Hungary. Turns out, Pesh, is that how you pronounce it, or is it just Pes? Pes. Pech. It's Hungarian. I don't know any Hungarian. At all, actually. Can't really do much other than try and flee. Next turn! Oh wow, somebody just finished the Hanging Gardens. I thought that was going to be Petra for sure.
Everything has its
Whew.
limit. Iron ore cannot be educated into
We
gold.
finally figured out how to use iron.
I've lived through some terrible things in my life.
And we got recorded history
Some
too.
of which actually
So that's
happened.
fun. We could try to build the Great Library, although that's not really going to do much for us. Governors provide +2 loyalty. That'll help. That'll certainly help if we run into that at the end of this war. I'm not sure if we want to change our policies now. 2 turns until Petriol. I think we might have done it. 2 turns until this harbor is done as well, which means we can start building sea units. I think what we're going to do is going to wait for the city to flip in 4 turns. It's going to rebel to be a free city, and then once it's a free city, we can really focus on just holding out, keeping Sao Paulo from getting, you know, reconquered in this military emergency. Don't like that. I'm going to keep this Spearmen up here as well, because there's no reason to not keep them up there. Oh, hey! We can upgrade this swordsman, too. Or this warrior into a swordsman. That could be fun. Is there anything we need to spend money on right now? I don't think so. Just keep healing, I guess. Okay, next tech. We said we were going to go up towards castles, right? Maybe try and build the Alhambra. We've been forced to just go straight military for so long now that we may as well just keep it rolling, right? We've got the momentum. It's going to take some doing to switch it to something else. So yeah, may as well. Let's do it. Let's head on out. So we're definitely... We don't even have archery yet. That's pathetic. We don't have an archery yet. And if we did get one, we wouldn't be able to work it. We don't know how to irrigate. We're dumb! We're so dumb! Alright, civics. Where are we going to go next? Do we want to go towards our next governor point? Probably. Theology is all but useless to us. Gives us an envoy, but that's it. Military tradition will give us our flanking bonus. Not that we really need it, but you never know. It could be helpful. We are in a war. So, Hungary built hanging gardens. We can upgrade or promote this fella. I think we want garrison on them as well. And now we can... We have a choice. We can put another city governor down to help Agnomen, because Lord knows our cities need it. Or we can put Pengala down and start getting a boost to our science and culture. I don't know. I think Pengala is probably the better bet here. Because what, if we promote Liang, she doesn't really give us anything. Yeah, that we're already pretty reinforced with our Egyptian bonus. Aquaculture's not going to really do anything for us yet, because we don't have access to those sea tiles. The two envoys could be huge, honestly. They could be huge. But we only need one now, don't we? Yeah, and they have a quest which we could do. The Great Engineer? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I think we put Pengala in our capital. And then we put Liang in Sao Paulo, just to help with loyalty stuff for now. Yes. Alright, one turn until Petra. I think we did it. And here comes Brazil. I knew they would. So we have such a great position against them right here. We don't have to do much to be able to defend. Just shoot from the hills, I suppose. Is this on a hill? No. That's a hill. Put you there, put you there. Put you there. Cool. Feeling very good about this war finally. Okay. I think we did it, y'all. I think Petra is ours. Let's go back. Did we do it?
Petra
Yes!
is a brilliant display of man's artistry.
Petra is ours.
Turning barren rock into majestic wonder.
Okay. So we now have 2 city locations that have the potential to be absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Let's pull back and take a look at what Petra has done to our tiles. Now that is what I'm talking about. This used to be 1 food and 1 production. We're not even working it and look at it now. 3 food, 2 production, and 2 gold. Our city tile got the Petra bonus as well. This rando desert hill got it. Just wait until we get some Eye of the Sahara tiles in this city. It's going to be absolutely nuts. Wow. Well, we did it. We did it. It's like 5:30 now. I'm gonna have to go. I've already stayed longer than I wanted to, but I had to, I felt like I had to get the Petra done. We built the harbor in our capital. Sao Paulo is firmly in our grasp. The military emergency, I don't think we have much to worry about, even though it's Tamar and Pedro. Pedro's got the smallest military now, and Tamar is so far away that I don't think that she's even going to get her units down here by the time the military emergency is done. So in essence, I think we've done it. I think we didn't get our golden age like we wanted to, but we did get a second wonder, and we took over the Pedro city up here, so we didn't even have to build a city ourselves. I'd call that a win. I'd call that a win. I say we were in some dire straits, but we managed to persevere, and now we're sitting pretty again. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. We will start again on this next time I'm streaming, which could be tomorrow, could be in a couple days. I'm not sure. We shall see. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all next time.